clicked the link. Now we're live.
Now it says the broadcast is live.
Now we're broadcasting. I just got it. I figured I put in what's it called? I put in the countdown, right? I figured it would automatically do it, but I guess you got to do that.
You still got to hit it. You still got to hit the button. You're still in control.
Hey, look it. I mean, I am not claiming here whatsoever to be a tech guy whatsoever.
No.
Not at all. Why is it not letting me use this fucking, what's it called though? That's really annoying. Camera's fine. General. Done. I feel like when I'm normally talking on what's his name's podcast with because we use StreamYards for what's it called?
Mm-hmm.
For Hot Dude Party.
Hot Dude Party.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, it's definitely not your normal mic.
I don't like it. It's making me mad. It's gonna throw me off, but it's okay. Fuck it. I think Rollo. I heard Rollo talking about something the other day too, where he had to go in on the side, and he had to go and adjust some stuff. But anyway, you know what? Fuck it. Hey guys, sorry, volume sucks today. I guess apparently, yeah. I sound great. I sound great in my ears, but I'm guessing because it's going to my fucking webcam mic that it sounds shitty. So next week, Saturday, we'll just fucking, hey, I'll get it fixed by then. Sounds good? All right, sound good. Excuse me.
Oh,
anyway.
Marvelous.
You could hear that well,
though. Now your connection's sagging. Okay.
No.
Off to a great start.
It's raining right now in San Diego.
It's raining up here too. It's pissing.
Yeah. Anytime we get fucking clouds, anytime we get cloudy weather, man, the fucking communications here for some reason. I don't know what it does, But anyway, fuck it. Let's go, John Fitch. What's new? What's going on?
Nothing. We have holidays. Thanksgiving tomorrow.
Oh, really?
So it's yeah. I'm still getting used to the single holiday thing. Because really only my second round. Uh-huh. So yeah, it's still you're getting used to things. I'm not cooking a big meal or nothing, so I'm taking the kids to get lunch somewhere.
Yeah, that's perfect, dude.
Yeah.
I think last year with my buddy, we went to fucking Mimi's and we just ordered takeout. We just ordered a takeout Thanksgiving dinner. No big deal. That's how you do it. Bachelor life, bro. No big deal. It fucking came, threw it in the trash right after I was done. It was scrumptious. I loved it. Great. Put it right in the trash though after. No cleanup, no need to cook. No need, dude. I'm actually going out with a buddy here locally, and we're gonna go and do some, not family stuff. I don't have any family, but we're gonna go and do some actual go to someone's house and do some Thanksgiving. That was the story yesterday to go get some stuff to, obviously show up not empty-handed. And
whiskey's a good thing to bring to Thanksgiving.
Whiskey?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm bringing some other stuff. I'm bringing some brie cheese and some crackers. That's pretty good. That's on the same level as whiskey. What do you think?
Cheese, whiskey.
Whiskey and cheese, bro. Same, kind of like along the same lines.
Can't go wrong with the whiskey.
No, you can't. You can't, can you?
No.
I'm gonna pull this up. So kind of like along the same lines. Quiet.
Can't go wrong with the whiskey.
No, you can't. You can't. All right. Cool. All right, dude. So I had some stuff that I wanted to talk about today. We might have brushed over it a little bit. We might have had some conversations about some of these things. Mm-hmm. But, being November, there's a lot of people out there that are doing the old no fap, no nut type of thing.
Yeah.
We were talking about it a bit on Dude Party last weekend. And then I just saw Rich Cooper talking about guys in my DMs and asking me about no fap. If you're jerking it, you're probably not going out there and getting some pussy. You should probably go do that, instead of worrying about jerking off so much.
Yep.
What are your thoughts on the old spanking the monkey?
Yeah, I mean, if you've got a steady supply of girls around, you shouldn't really need to spend too much time taking care of yourself. I know things come up, you know, you got to handle your business sometimes, but I think the overwhelming replacement for sex with porn and just jerking off, I think is something that's been growing steadily for a while. You know, I think I probably overconsumed in porn before, but I think this last summer I gave up porn completely, and
Yeah.
that's just a lot of extra time that's not wasted just watching, scrolling through porn and picking out different scenes. It's a amount of time you have to get their shit done is immense.
Yeah, no, I absolutely agree with you there too, man. To be honest, I will never ever claim that I've had a porn addiction whatsoever. I've always had porn pretty well kind of wrapped up. But I would say there was kind of like a bit of a peak for me where when I was getting laid a lot, especially like probably a couple months ago, like 2 or 3 months ago. I was probably getting laid like almost every single night from different girls. And I had it all in rotation. And if I wasn't getting laid, it's crazy because I had so much abundance. I think it's like, you know how people have like red pill rage? John from MLD talks about this a bit too. Like, it was almost like I had like a red pill buffet because I kind of like cracked the code with women. I was like, I was having to like test it out, and I was just going fucking ham, seriously, straight up. Like, I was going so hard, dates all the time. I had the ability to do that. It was almost like, I don't want to say that was an addiction, but it was like having a new toy, and like, damn, like something that was so far and distant for some time.
Mm-hmm.
But then when I wasn't able to, or when things didn't line up that well that night, and I wasn't able to get laid that night somehow, some way, or like, you know, your typical, like, there are still some things, even if you're fucking G with game and getting all this stuff, there are some nights where girls just fucking cancel on you and things don't line up. So then I'd be like, man, I'm not getting laid. I was anticipating getting laid. I got my engines all revved up, and now it's like, okay, now I can go and I can fire the old fucking porn machine up and fucking let it loose, you know? And I've kind of realized now, in a way, like, how can I explain it? You know, you don't have to, nor should you, is what I'm saying. Even if your gears, like, if you don't have control enough of those gears and you let them kind of spin out and then you give yourself the excuse to do it, for me personally, that's almost like it's almost like it controlling you. Does it make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Like, addictions don't show up where it's like, unless it's like fucking, I don't know. I mean, I'm guessing if it's like meth and heroin, where it's like, like fucking, I need this or else I'm gonna fucking die kind of thing. Like, most other addictions are just kind of like these little things that are just sitting there like, hey, why don't you do
Why
this?
not? What else you got to do?
Yeah, exactly.
I think first step for guys is to cut the porn off.
Yeah.
Right. And I think you'll find that if you stop watching the porn, you're needing to do it as much.
For sure.
I think you're probably like, you know, you schedule a certain amount of time a day to go and look at porn, and that's why you end up jerking off. And if you use that time to do something else, read a book, you probably won't need to find yourself doing that.
Absolutely. It's kind of crazy too. I don't want to say, you know, I think there's a lot of guys out there too, though, after they do whack off or whatever, there's probably a bit of guilt or shame associated with it. And it's not necessarily to say just from what.
Yeah, I'm not saying that you should be ashamed of it. I mean, you do it, people do it, it's fine. But like, if it becomes such a part of your life that it's taking time away from other shit, like, do you really need, to put that time aside in your day to do it once a day? Like, is that necessary?
Yeah. And that's kind of, I've been there too before with jerking off, where it's been like once every day or something like that, especially in my younger years, because that's kind of like what was taught to me. As weird as that sounds, like guys in my school when I was a kid, like hitting puberty and all this other stuff, when everybody started fucking, getting into looking at porn and stuff, they're like, you don't jerk off every day? And I'm like, no, I don't. Like, that's weird. It's like there's a little bit of like a peer pressure thing. I was like, you have to. It was almost like a nightly ritual that I'd go through. It was like, oh, I have to do this. And then the biggest thing that I noticed now that I don't need to, and that I use that energy in other areas, is that I've started to see myself grow in other areas that's far, far more optimal for me, right? So I'm seeing business deals line up. I'm seeing better connections with like mentors. That I was really like, I was striving for these mentors before. And then once I started to practice, channeling this kind of energy in a way, as weird as that sounds,
it's cutting away waste. You're becoming more efficient.
Yeah. Optimization.
I think watching porn and jerking off is not a part of optimization, or at least
Right.
it can be as a part of maintenance every once in a while. Maybe you're in monk mode. You don't have access to a female, maybe, but like, from experience, if I could go back and talk some sense into myself, there's a lot of time I was wasted on video games and watching porn.
For sure. Yeah. If you don't have your ducks in a row, and if you're not the type of person that has discipline in general, it's not a behavior that you really want to invest in, I don't think. Now, if you've gone on a drought and you're kind of, there's this thing that's called like commission breath for sales. If you're going on kind of a dry spell and you're going out and you're doing some pickup and different stuff like that, and you're really, really rusty or something, like there's probably 1,000 different ways that we could say that, hey, it's okay in this instance to do it, but only really when it's okay. And then you really only know too when it's too much at the same time as well. I would say where we're at in this decadent society that we're in right now, I would say that it's too much. Just like what you're talking about. The same thing with video games, right? I remember when I was a kid, we would play video games for like 30 minutes or 45 minutes. And then we'd be like, yeah, this is fucking boring. Let's go outside and play soccer. Let's go outside and play tag. Like that's the kind of upbringing that I had. We'd play video games every once in a while. Like not nearly as much. Whereas now today, that's how kids bond. That's what people are doing. That's how they're raised. That's
what they do. That's what they talk about. They go out in the playground and play some version of of the video game that they're all talking about.
Oh, I have no clue what any of this stuff is, man. Seriously. Never played it. I've never even seen what Minecraft looks like.
I played when we were younger, but like it was never, we would play for a couple hours, you go outside, we play, ride our bikes, do all kinds of other shit. It wasn't like the main focus.
Right. Yeah, riding bikes, dude. Fucking crazy. I used to go and get lost in the woods. We'd go get lost in the woods and see if we can make it before it fucking got dark. It was like a challenge, right? And then we tell each other stories that there was like Sasquatch and monsters and shit out there. We had to do it or else we were going to get fucking eaten.
Yeah, building forts, man. Spent a weekend just building a fort.
Yeah. Fuck, that was so great. Snake at night, though, man. That shit was cool. I don't know if that's your age. I don't know if you did that.
No.
Snake at night, bro. Some Goosebumps. Some Are You Afraid of the Dark? I think those are some. I don't think Goosebumps is on there, though. That's some TV, though. Saturday night. Was it Saturday or Friday night? Friday night? When you got to stay up because you got to stay up a little bit past.
Friday night we had Perfect Strangers. That was my Friday night.
The fuck is Perfect Strangers?
You remember Barkeep Altacamus? Cousin Larry.
Yeah.
That was my. I think that was my Friday night.
What was your Saturday morning cartoons though?
Man, fucking go way back. Like you always had like Looney Tunes is always on. I remember Hulk Hogan had a cartoon for a while. Right. Scooby Doo.
Scooby fucking Doo.
Yep.
See, I feel like I think everyone's gonna say this though, because obviously
The X-Men. X-Men was around, I think.
man, I had Fraggle Rock, I had Alf, I had Pee Wee Herman's Playhouse,
Alf, yeah. Oh yeah, Pee Wee's Playhouse, yeah.
WWE or WWF rather. Fuck that. It wasn't.
Yeah, it was WWF back then, yeah.
WWF, dude. Shit. What else did we have that was fucking
I don't know if there was a G.I. Joe on the weekends or that was just the weekdays.
I remember some G.I. Joe, I think. Captain Planet, too.
Thundar the Barbarian, I think.
You know what show I don't really remember a lot of?
Smurfs. The Smurfs. That's what I had.
I remember every once in a while, but I don't remember He-Man.
Fraggle Rock.
Yeah, Fraggle Rock was huge. Alf was Dinosaurs.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw that one. That was a good one. They actually had that on Netflix a couple of times. Damn. Yeah, I'm sitting here. Fucking Twitter again all week. Twitter has been fucking crazy for me all week again.
You got the feminist target on you now.
Oh, dude,
get you.
They're
misogynist.
They love me to the point that they're stalking every aspect of everything that I do. Everything, every dynamic of social media. These people are so fucking sad too. They purposely, what they do is they go and they try to find whatever they can. They figure out a way for them to shed them on it, and then they misrepresent everything they say. And then because they've painted you as an enemy, they believe in misrepresenting you, and then all of their followers buy into misrepresenting you too in order to make you an enemy. It's fun. It's sad shit that
they buy it onto the label. That's how low IQ people do it.
What's that?
That's how low IQ people do it. They put a label on you. So all the low IQ people can understand that definition.
Yeah.
Not that people are nuanced and there's many layers to a person's opinion and how they feel about things. No. You're just that one word or whatever.
Some of these people, this one chick in particular is obsessed with me. And they keep saying that I have a neck tattoo. Right? They keep saying that I have a neck tattoo. They're like, oh, at least I'm not a douche that wears a backwards hat and has a neck tattoo. First off, right? You guys can see my neck, right? Okay. This is my neck.
They're talking about the alpha that widowed them.
Tattoo that's below my fucking collarbone. Because I had to, in the military, when I got this tattoo, it had to be below the collarbone. That's standard, right? Maybe a little bit goes on top of the collarbone. But if you were to say that, if you were to say, oh yeah, a little bit of it goes on top of my collarbone, they'd be like, see, that's the neck. You're a fucking idiot. It's like, dude, you guys are fucking so petulant. God damn. I love it. I love it at the same time, though, because it's just like it just shows how terrible fucking these people are, man. But the worst thing that they're doing right now is calling me a rapist. They're calling me they're like, oh, even though you may have not raped anybody or, had any of these charges or anything like that.
We'll just spread that around. No one's ever accused you of anything ever.
Yeah. You're still a rapist because we don't like what you say. And you say things that are what's it called? Synonymous with what rapists would do and say. It's like, have you ever seen the movie fucking Minority Report? Do you understand any of this shit? Like you can't just go around doing that, What else? Yeah, they just call me rapey and all this other shit, which is fucking stupid and childish, man. It's
they have zero standards. It's okay when they do it. They can say and call anybody anything. It's silly.
Yeah. It's crazy. Conk is in the house. What's up, buddy? Yeah, we're ready. I'm ready for some Thanksgiving games. I don't know if John is. Are you going to be out this tomorrow, buddy?
No, I'll eat plenty of. I stick to my diet pretty much as far as my carbs and proteins. But I'll eat mostly proteins tomorrow. I'll have a little bit of the carbs and then some sugar for dessert, of course. But I don't want to go too crazy. I don't want to go too crazy.
Yeah. Do you have a sweet tooth at all?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Chocolate Yeah, if there's any ice cream around, yeah, I get into the sweets.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna try to keep it pretty low key tomorrow, and then stay pretty strict all the way up until fucking Christmas. I know people have a tendency, oh, Christmas.
Yeah. What's that?
So there's a fucking earthquake over there. That's what happened to the mic.
I accidentally kicked the mic.
Yeah,
I'm trying not to let this become like, oh, it's the holidays, fucking just stuff your stupid face hole, and then get 15 pounds heavier than I need to be.
right.
Yeah.
I feel it. And like I said, a lot of people will try to ride this all out until Christmas, and then New Year's. Now we change it. It's like, dude, there's a solid month. Yeah, there's a month between now and fucking Christmas. What are you thinking? Do you think taking an entire month off of discipline is going to be good for you? That's not smart.
Yeah, and it kind of starts. It starts with Halloween. Kind of trips you up. You get going pretty good, getting your workouts in. You're on your diet, and then boom, here comes Halloween. Fucking here's a bunch of shit, load of candy in your face all the time, everywhere.
Damn.
And
Conk, hey, are you down to do a 7-day fast after Thanksgiving? I'm gonna. Those fucking.
No.
I'll put it up there.
No.
You guys got to do a 7-day.
Just click on it. No, I'm not doing it fast. No.
My longest fast now.
I do like I'll skip breakfast and just have coffee until like 2 p.m. That's as much as I'm on a fast. I don't need to fast any more than that. I like food. I think it's good to eat. I don't know if there's that much better. Do people do that 7-day fast? Holy Jesus.
Yeah.
You get water though, right?
Yeah, you can do water. I'd even say tea for sure.
That's crazy, man.
No, I'm not going to do that fast. I like my muscles.
Yeah.
The longest I've ever done I think I almost hit 96 would be 4 days. I almost hit 96. I just brushed up to like 88 to 90 hours.
Wow.
And I was like, that was good. That was good. Good discipline. But yeah, it's a little bit too much. And then when you start eating afterwards, your hormones are fucking all crazy because you got to like go into it slow. So occasional black coffee, just water, salt. Yeah. Crazy. I'll document it on Twitter. Dude, I don't follow you on Twitter. I should follow you on Twitter. Hopefully you're following me on Twitter. Lots of craziness going on lately. It's been fun. Getting used to that. Trying also not to be on it as much. But here and there.
Yeah, it's just like stoking the fires of misery.
Yeah, it is just
keep posting and kicking the dirt at them. You don't have to even read what they say. Just the fact that they're responding to some guy just saying stuff on the internet is a W. You got to remember that.
MLD was saying, because I'm pretty new to Twitter, believe it or not. Don't really get into it. Don't really know the fucking ins and outs kind of thing. I just kind of post what I want to post. That's it. I have no agenda.
Yep.
I have almost no agenda. It's just, you know what I mean? Like that's kind of like how you see this going on right now. It's just stream of consciousness. Whatever comes up, comes up. As authentic as possible. Pretty much no filter. But I'm starting to see now like what MLD's talking about, where Twitter's kind of a fucking black hole. It's like, man, there's some fucking dregs. There are some dregs on the internet. The dregs of the internet are on Twitter. They
live on the internet. They live on Reddit. They live on Twitter, and that's just them. That's their whole identity. That's what they spend their whole time doing. Everything, all their thoughts and actions and energy they put into the universe are there.
Absolutely. Conk has a good phrase here, talking America's pacified. There's no literal war, so feminazis have to make one up.
Yeah, life's gotten too easy.
Well, you know, there is kind of in a way a war. It's a big time culture war, which is what's going on.
War for your soul.
What's that? For your soul?
War for your soul.
Yeah. What do you think
soul
about
of Western man is
the
up?
Soul of the Western man. Explain that further.
Just they're trying to feminize what a man is supposed to be. You know, now
Right.
he's a soy boy with the dad bod who dates single moms and you know,
he tries to control any of her sexuality. He's a fucking misogynist. Yeah.
So they want to do away with the old patriarch that built this beautiful land. And they're trying to replace it with this feminized man, and then the women have become extra masculinized, and everybody's less happy. Like they just did Tim Pool did a video today that we talked about this kind of briefly, that alcohol binge drinking in women is up, has doubled in the last 12 years.
Crazy. What's he say?
No, he's saying that was the thing, was that in just 12 years the binge drinking in women has doubled.
Does he give any type of correlation? Does he give any type of like?
Well, it's just one of those side notes. You know, there's no direct correlation, but like you can see that, you know, women are not benefiting from this situation either. They're getting a lot more drunk. The fertility rates are down, and less people are getting married. People are.
The thing that I want to talk about too with this, because this is the kind of continuation of the comments that I have going on. I have this fucking feminist that is coming at me.
Male suicide is up.
Yeah. She's 38 years old. She has no kids by choice. She's married to some guy who obviously has not pushed her to fucking have kids, which means he's obviously beta because he doesn't want to fucking continue his lineage.
He doesn't want to steer the. Yeah, he doesn't want to rock the boat.
She has 20 some odd thousand followers, and all she does is go around and just fucking like pick on dudes, right? And I'm not trying to sit here and be a victim. That's what she does. She fucking calls them out and then throws them to her fucking wolves, and then they all gang on each other, gang up on them, and all this other stuff, and they have a big circle jerk while they do this, right? And my biggest thing that I say to her is the reason why you're doing all this stuff and the reason why your attitude and your behavior is this way is because you've denied your biological duty to be a fucking mother. Like all this feminine energy that you're trying to
energy should be going into raising children, and instead you're trying to raise the world as your child.
That's a good one. I like it. Yeah. So now she's super masculine the way she interacts.
When you have no children, you make everything your children.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Did you pick that up from someone, or did you come up with that?
I mean, everything any one of us has picked up is from somewhere else. So I've heard it somewhere probably.
Yeah, I like it. Yeah, and well, the thing is too the opposite side of the coin that we're trying to talk about right now is this. Because they have all this energy too, and because they've killed off a version of themselves that I think is their best self, their ideal self, their higher self. What do they do now? Well, in order for them to stomach the fact that they've made poor choices, what do? They pick up that fucking wine bottle every day. They pull the cork out and they fucking drown their sorrow, right? And the fact that they gave up. They gave up on the sexual. They could have been
and then bitch on Twitter
and chaste. They could have been all this stuff, and in their youth, all they had to do was market themselves to an older guy who was also in shape, who wanted a family and already had the resources. That's all they had to do, and they'd be living the fucking life right now. Now, I'm not saying that you'd be married for the rest of your life. It's one of the biggest things that I talk about in my second book. You don't have to be married for the rest of your life, but what you do need to do is from 18 to 25, you need to be a virgin, and you need to fucking find a guy that has resources and try to fucking get him to marry you and then have kids, have a family. And then for the next 18 years, if you so choose, right, be a mother and be a wife. And then afterwards fucking separate. Be like, hey, dude, you know, we had fun, we had kids. Now I want to go and I want to fuck. By that time, I'm sure dude's going to be like, yo, I'm fucking sick of banging you anyway, right? I'll go find another young chick if I want to, or I'm just going to go to fucking Thailand or fucking the Philippines. You know, my kids are in college and they're off doing their own thing. They flew the coop, you know, and I'm just going to go and do what I want to do. Cool beans? Yeah, cool beans. All right, bitch, get the fuck out of here. Go do you too. You want to become a fucking feminist, being a fucking interpretive feminist dance theory person? Feel free, but you pay for that shit on your own. But see you later. Go fuck Chad. Go fuck Tyrone. Go do whatever you want, right? Spread the love, right? Don't have kids because they're going to be retards, right? You're 38, 40 years old. Free. And that type of negotiation that we should be getting into nowadays. Like this whole idea, too, of like marriage being fucking eternal. Like, who the fuck wants to marry somebody for eternity? That shit sucks. Like, who the like? I forgot what shit I saw. Recently where they did a skit like that, where it's like, oh yeah, it was like Curb Your Enthusiasm. He's like finally getting married now, right? Have you ever seen this show?
Mm-hmm.
I've never actually seen the show. I saw this skit, and he's actually finally getting married now. And then he's reading the vows with this girl, and then she adds in like he's reading something or he's saying whatever he has to, and she's like, eternally, or we're gonna love each other for all eternity. And then he starts to like diagnose it. He's like, whoa, hang on, about that eternity bit. So you're saying that
we do it for life.
Yeah, I thought it was just for life.
Yeah.
I'll commit to you for the rest of my life, but for eternity, like
eternity, I don't know.
Yeah, like, that's like, you know what I mean? But that's that.
I mean, you can't. You're not gonna turn anything back. You're not gonna out propagandize anything. So you mostly just, as a guy, you have to just not worry about it. Like, don't worry about what they're doing or preaching, because if you do things right as a man, if you handle your shit, you get your business in order, you get your optics straightened away, you master violence, right? You lift some weights. Like, you're gonna attract the females you want, right? You're gonna attract. You're not gonna, you know, the dyed haired budge chops with the nose piercing aren't gonna be the ones lining up to come date anyway. So don't worry about them. I think the biggest thing you can do is focus on yourself, get yourself straightened away, and you're not gonna have to deal. You're not gonna have to deal with the feminazis.
Agreed. But at the same time, too, I am that arrogant of an individual where I feel as though I can shift society in some way, shape, or form.
Well, the best way that can do that is by leveling themselves up. Like,
I agree. Hey,
listen, guy, hey, this is what I want as a man. Don't be ashamed of wanting what you want. I want a feminine partner who is going to do these certain things for me, and it's okay as a man to want those things and desire those things.
You know,
if somebody else can desire the opposite, then that's fine for you to desire what you want. Like, it's okay.
Yeah.
You shouldn't feel ashamed. You shouldn't let anybody tell you you're wrong. You're fine. You're
right.
Good. You're still a good person.
Well, that's a big thing too, that you guys, and I know that none of you guys really know me personally, but on a personal level. And this is what these guys got to see when they met up at DudeCon in Phoenix, is that they got to see a guy that fucking walks the walk. You know what I'm saying? Like, I talk all this stuff. I can sit here. And the reason why I'm so bold with what I do is because everything I do, I practice. As I practiced it. And then that's when I started talking about it. So I think that's actually one of the best things to do is start putting things into practice now. And then once you start becoming proficient with that, hint, hint, masterful, that's when you feel as though you're like, okay, I think I have, now that I've worked out the kinks, now that I've gotten things smoothed over, now that I've had a few trial and errors, because here's the one thing you guys have to understand about mastery is this. The universe is going to test you. The universe is going to test you on your resolve, on your purpose. Nothing you're going to do is going to be learned in one fell swoop and all of a sudden you're a fucking master. You're going to go through 1.0, 2.0, 3.0, 4.0, 5.0. And what I mean by that is this. What makes up a master is someone who, when they've learned it, they learn it again, right? So they end up going into the abyss again and things fall apart. And what mastery is this? Mastery is this. Recognizing the pattern and saying, oh shit, I fell off center. What things do I need to put back into place for my routine to get back on that track, right? And that's kind of like where I'm at right now. I just moved like 2 or 3 weeks ago. Yeah, let's say 2 weeks, just to be fair. Mm-hmm. When I first moved in here, I was super stressed out. I was like, okay, I have this YouTube channel that's going on. I'm doing these different podcasts. I'm writing a book. I'm going to school and I'm doing all this other shit. I don't want to lose this, but at the same time, it's hard because I didn't have the ideal setup that I wanted to. And I didn't have like the internet. There was all sorts of issues with the internet and all this other stuff. And we talked about this last week with jiu-jitsu and all this other stuff. I have all these other things that but how am I able to get on track and start my routine as fast as possible when I have all these other external influences kind of like trying to push me in another direction of saying quit. You know what I mean? And that's what mastery really is it's when those external factors are coming into you and they're saying, go the other way. Uh-oh, I lost John. Anyway, I'll just keep talking. So that's what mastery really is. Holy cow. Okay, now you guys can see kind of my little studio. Hopefully he comes back in. Here he is.
Sorry.
What'd you do?
I don't know. I was thinking if I could get the. I won't touch it anymore.
Oh my god, dude!
Try to get all fancy. Jeez.
What were you trying to do?
No, I was just trying to see if I could look to see where the if there was a quick button to go to see the live broadcast thing. So I wanted to. Yeah.
I feel you.
Yep.
Yeah. What's going on in there? What are your thoughts on what I was saying? I was just talking about mastery, going on a cool little rant.
Yeah, no, and that's the thing about mastery. Like once you cross that line into mastery, like that's when you realize, oh shit, like now I'm just getting started. Like most people never make it to that doorway, like where, your black belt is. Like
yeah,
me and my buddy Mo always talk about. We rank everything as far as like the belt system in jiu-jitsu, right? So like, you could be a black belt level a car mechanic, right?
Yeah.
You can have different levels of expertise, but like we would, we make fun of people calling them white belts at certain things because they have no experience, no skills.
I'm definitely not a black belt.
Yes.
Would you say that when you got your black belt, so like the common trope when people become black belts, they say it's just starting all over again. I'm just a white belt all over again.
Mm-hmm.
Would you buy in and subscribe to that?
Yeah, it is. Like you have to relearn everything you think you knew about jiu-jitsu or about everything.
Oh.
You start teaching, you start to explain and understand, and then you start learning about different styles. Because you may achieve black belt studying under like one style,
Yeah.
So like you master one sequential pattern basically, and then you get promoted to the sensei level, and then you start realizing, oh shit, there's all these other people who have their own version of the sequences. And you start learning those and then learning how to teach to other people and understanding and seeing their movement patterns and understanding which sequential patterns would work best for them. It's just never ending.
It's fucking crazy. One thing I actually wanted to talk about today too is this. Your morning routine. I don't know if you have a specific morning routine because I think that ties a lot into like mastery as well. If you don't have a distinct morning routine and a night routine, so like kind of like a ritual, if that makes sense. There needs to be.
Yep.
It's just like in the military too.
Chaos out of order, or order out of chaos.
Right. You have to have like an invocation, which is like your morning routine, where it's like, I'm now awake and I'm open and I'm ready and I'm going to do whatever. And then it sets the stage for how your day is going to progress. And then, the same thing for your night routine. Okay, now I'm getting myself into a routine where I'm getting ready for bed. My body knows. My mind knows. My spirit knows. I'm getting ready for bed. It's time to set down. It's time to get rest, recuperate, and all this other stuff, because this is healthy for me. What do you do for a morning routine?
I mean, it's changed a number of times, but now I'm usually getting up in the morning, normal bathroom routine, go to make my coffee and breakfast. And then lately I've been working on like office stuff. I've been transcribing my journal stuff, and then working on some writing things, and then planning for the day until I get my kids up at 7, which is usually 2 or 3 days mornings of the week. And then I have my 9:30 John Fitch Knows Nothing podcast live stream, do that for an hour. And then I have I have a number of different things I do, but I've been doing a lot of work lately with my website and then getting things put together for hopefully more seminars and small groups. And then also working on, book projects, stuff like that. So I'm still trying to get my complete and finalized ordered routine down, because the holidays have screwed me up a little bit too. But yeah, I usually have a pretty solid morning routine. I used to, when I lived in the apartment, every morning I would cook my eggs and I would lift, because the weights were right in my kitchen area. I didn't have a kitchen table. Yeah. So I was able to, I called it legs and eggs. I could do my squats and then walk over and finish cooking the rest of my eggs up. Saved a lot of time.
What do you do for supplementation, and when do you do it?
So I have a blog on my johnfish.net about supplementation for ending neck pain. Like I had some neck issues, so I take quite a bit of supplements. Yeah. And I take them pretty much every meal, and I have 6 meals a day. 2 of them are shakes, though.
I really want to get boron, dude. After reading what you said about boron, that's really fucking awesome.
Yeah, I didn't know anything about it. It's supposed to help with the absorbing certain materials, certain minerals.
That's cool. Yeah, I need to get on that. I have a fucking ton of supplements, but I haven't been taking them over.
And yeah, I've been lifting sporadically the last few weeks. I've been working more like office writing type stuff, and then I haven't been taking my supplements, and I'm starting to like feel some stuff. I'm like working out less, but I feel more banged up, because I think I'm not on it with the supplements.
Good to cycle in a while though, because it reinforces the fact
I do that. So I'll stop taking them on the weekends altogether.
Okay.
Right. So every weekend I get a 2-day kind of cleanse from the supplements.
That's cool.
And then I'll throw the fast in there 1 or 2 mornings.
Yeah.
It's kind of just something to shock the system up every week. And then I'll get my cheat meals too.
Yeah, you got your cheat meals. Yeah, and your body goes through like the things to go through. Like during the week, hey, we're this efficient fucking monster of a machine, very disciplined. On the weekend, we get to kind of chill out a little bit and maybe not put so much stress on the body, play with it in different ways, all that good stuff. What's your dating life like during the week? How do you try to set it up, or is it just kind of sporadic?
No, I mean, I only have certain nights available.
Yeah.
Because I have kids. So I will have usually like a lot of times Wednesday nights is a date night, because I don't have the kids in the morning on Thursdays. And but sometimes during the week, like I just need to get shit done. So I don't have date nights. But if I can, I'll try to save, one of the weekend nights, Friday or Saturday night, for a date night. And then I have, girls I date regularly.
Yeah.
So, I have time for them. And then I haven't had any new dates in a little bit. Hopefully I have maybe a new date soon. But yeah. I mean, I have other things I've got going on. So it's like I don't have time to like just have coffee, I don't want to take an hour of my time or 2 hours of my time to go have coffee.
Yeah, the last month and a half, as I was gearing up to get ready to move, as I was building this, I was writing. I was like a date. Actually, I wasn't really dating. I was just getting my plate to come over, right? Girls that were just strictly interested in just hanging out and obviously having sex. That's kind of what was going on, and it was cool. That's cool. Now that I've moved and I've kind of been setting up a new kind of system, I've been going on more and more dates as well. I'm more routine. I actually just changed things up. And here's another thing that I want to talk about when it comes to mastery, which I'm pretty proud of myself at this moment because I kind of feel like I tackled something big in my life. And it's, I'm obviously doing this full time, so I can make my own schedule. I can get up at 9:00 in the morning if I want to, right? And just fucking get up and do my own thing and build my schedule that way. But I really, really like waking up earlier in the morning. More specifically, I
find it's easier for me to get like stuff done. I can sit down and write and go over things.
Well, I'll tell you this. I've noticed. So the last place that I lived at was east facing, which means that I had a lot of windows that faced the east, and the sun was something that would come in and wake me up in the morning. I could feel the warmth starting to come in. I could feel the light flicker on my eye. Fucking, what the hell are these things called? Eyelids. And I was like, man, this feels amazing, because I was starting to kind of like get into this kind of routine. As a matter of fact, I was waking up before fucking stupid ass daylight savings time. By the way, I fucking hate daylight savings time. I was waking up before the sun, and I was starting to see the sun crest over the little mountain that I had east facing. And it felt good to be up before the sun, and then I was going down, a couple hours after the sun. So I was like outlasting the sun away, if that makes any sense. Now where I just moved, I'm west facing, and I have no fucking windows on the east side of my space that I live in, right? My little apartment. And I was waking up early, and of course now it's colder because it's November and all this other stuff. And it's like fucking pretty much like pitch black in my room. And I was like, man, I hate waking up in the pitch black when it's cold and it's dark. I was like, this isn't like a very vibrant way to wake up. I could do it if my alarm clock went off, but I could start to see, like, as soon as I open the shades, the sun start to come over, and I was like, all right, cool, now I'm starting to warm up, and I'll go do my routine kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, man, this is kind of like, I don't want to use the term depressing because I think that term is just overused, but it wasn't as energetically uplifting as normal. So I was like, I got to do something, because I'm in this place for a little while.
So it was a low frequency.
Yeah, I love the phrase that you just used there, low frequency.
Low frequency. Sometimes things just have low frequency.
Yeah, density. Yeah, I like it for sure. That's perfect. So I was like, man, this is making me not like. The first thing I want to do when I get up is I want to start to get myself set up and do my little routine so that I can now go to the gym. And I want to feel good when I'm going to the gym and uplifted, because that makes me feel more uplifted. You know what I mean? Well, if I go to the gym and I feel like I'm dragging myself there, then my workout's going to be the same way.
This can kind of be brought back to, cleaning a room, making your bed. So your space, like, what does your morning space look like?
For sure.
Is it low frequency? Is it, can you adjust the lighting? Can you adjust the colors or pictures or whatever around so that, like, when you wake up in the morning, it's just a bright energy regardless of what time you get up?
For sure. Yeah. So what I did recently is I researched it. I was like, man, I need some more lights that represent that kind of thing. And I actually ended up going and purchasing a sunrise alarm clock. Dude, holy fuck. I was like, I was skeptical.
So what's involved in this?
I'll explain it to you, right now.
Okay. You should have, you can share the screen with a link for
I could do that, huh?
You could actually show it real time to people.
Well, I was gonna go through a little story, but you're kind of like being a little put to it. No big deal.
Well, you can tell a story and do it at the same time. Tell a story.
Right. I'll type and tell a story and share screen it. All right. So here's the deal: is that you could go out, you could spend a butt ton of money. Like there's some of them out there that are like $250 for these sunrise alarm clocks. Okay, I can share screen. Hang on. Let me put it in a different. Can I do that right?
It'll move us for us.
All right. Share screen. Beep, bap, boop. Fucking boomers, dude.
Yep. Boomers.
Share screen.
I'm a bloomer.
What's that mean?
I got a positive outlook on everything.
Here's what we're gonna do: is we're gonna share audio. Okay, share. All right, it's not letting me do it.
Oh, you can't do the share screen?
Screen application window, Chrome tab, Amazon. There we
go. It should be in your window. Oh, there it is.
You see it?
Ooh.
Money. Okay. But then, can I scroll?
Outstanding. You got to do it in the window. You can scroll.
I can do it in the window?
Oh, there you go. Yeah, I can see it now. Yep. I can see it. I'm doing it. Technology.
All right, so you got a whole bunch of different ones. Oh my God, I didn't want to click that. Right, so you got a whole bunch of different ones. This Philips one right here is really, really good, but here it's kind of a pain in the butt because you got a lot of options and it's kind of big. This is another Philips one that's got the clock in the middle. I believe I ended up getting this Heim Vision one that kind of mimics the Philips one for $39.94. So you can get a whole swath of, right? And
marvelous.
What's up?
Marvelous. No, that's pretty cool.
It's pretty fucking cool.
I didn't know those things existed. Now my whole world has changed.
It's crazy. Now the cool part, and this is what I want to tell you, this is the great part about it, is here, I'm going to go back to, now that people have seen them, that we've screen shared them. Let's go back to 212. Smoking that corn cob. There's a variety of colors if you want to change up the color scheme, but I wanted to stick with the natural sunlight thing because that was my big thing. I wanted something to mimic it. You can set the alarm for the time you want it to, okay? And when the alarm goes off, it will be at peak sunrise. So it'll be glowing as bright as you want it to glow. And when the alarm comes on is when the sounds come on. And you could choose from a series of 7 sounds. The first one is like birds chirping outside, which is the one I've chosen. The other one is like waves and seagulls. Then there's a few other ones that are kind of whatever. And then there's your typical alarm clock and then radio. The cool part is you can have the sunrise however fast or however slow you want it to. Which means if I set my alarm clock at 6:30, I have mine set at 30 minutes. So at 6 o'clock, it starts to come on very dim, and then it slowly warms up all the way to the peak level. So it's pretty cool. And I was like, no way. I was like, there's no way this can, especially the small little fucking, like mine's only about like the size of maybe a bit bigger than a softball.
Yeah.
Just a bit, maybe like an inch circumference bigger than a softball.
Like a saucer, like a plate, like a.
Yeah, like a
saucer, like for teacup.
What were you doing with your hands there?
Like a teacup, like a saucer, teacup.
Yeah, perfect. A little bit bigger than that.
Something like that.
But when your eyes are closed,
focus. It's like what's going on? I'm all fuzzy. It's like focused in on the bones.
Pterodactyl, bro.
Yeah.
The vulture.
My vulture.
Is now when my eyes are closed, that small little light actually feels like the sun's coming in. It's pretty damn good. Yeah.
See, I have to have a different approach to waking up because the boys still sleep in my bed.
No way.
Yeah. So like I had to get up quick and then get out of the because I don't want them to wake up because it'll ruin my morning time.
Right.
And sometimes the little one does wake up and he'll be up like at 6. And he's like, why is it still dark out? He's like, when is it gonna be morning time?
Yeah.
So yeah, so I had to man, I would like to have something like that, but I had to like be a ninja and like pop out as soon as I hear the alarm and run into the bathroom.
Crazy. Yeah. So my new morning routine includes having that, and then I get up as fast as I can after it goes off, open up the windows and all this other stuff like the blinds, and then I try to turn on as much lights as possible, and then I leave that light on too.
Mm-hmm.
There's like a bit of sun, and it represents that. And I'm like, all right, I want to get out, I want to walk my dog as fast as possible.
Yeah.
You know,
When I get downstairs, I flip every light on that I can.
yeah,
Just get it bright.
I like it, dude. It starts to get me fucking.
Got to. You just gotta it's biology, man. That was live or die. The sun came up, you were awake, and you were ready to not get eaten or go find some food.
It's dark. It gives me the excuse to like want to curl back up into my bed and like want to get warm and all this other stuff. Whereas
That was like, man, I had like I think the winter that I was still in grad school and back at Purdue University, like I had an electric blanket and had like a injured thumb. I was just hiding under the blanket forever. Like yeah, dude.
just
Just
got my
sleeping
this
20-hour days of sleep.
yeah. This is going to become a part of my morning routine as well. I just got an IR sauna. You want to see something really weird? Oh no, not you. Let's see if I can pull you up in a different one. I just got this fucking IR sauna.
Oh, it's a far infrared portable sauna. I have one.
You have one?
Yeah, I have a video of me using mine.
No way.
Testing it out. It works pretty good. I use it to cut weight. It's like a little portable cloth one.
I got this guy right here.
I had it sent to New York with me to use and sweat. My thing is it at the high temperature it
look at this little thing.
Yep. I have one like that.
Big ass fuck got in that thing today, and it was literally like wearing a fucking tuxedo. So fucking, I was like, damn, this literally just tested the fucking limits of my body.
The chair is a little uncomfortable.
My chair's not too bad. What chair did you have? Like, actually have like a no kidding.
It's like the fold out. It's like the camping fold out chair.
Once you bring your like kid's soccer game or some shit.
Yeah, it's like for more than 30 minutes, it's not comfortable at all.
Dude, I was only in that bitch for 20 minutes. That thing fucking heated up to 130 degrees within 10 minutes.
Yep. It's for real deal. It's good. Like if you just want to do a 30-minute session, like it'll get you.
Absolutely. And
if you're cutting weight like I was, like after an hour and a half, it was like overheated and started shutting off.
Dang, dude, that's crazy. Yeah, IR is fucking cool, man. They talk about a lot of health benefits for doing IR stuff.
Well, I liked it for cutting weight because it gets you sweating and gets the muscle warm at a lower temperature. So you're less likely to get overheated, less likely to have like a heat stroke. And that's not a good thing to have right before a fight.
I just used it for the first time today. And I can tell you this. Normally, if I go into like a dry or wet sauna, I leave there and I feel a bit more dehydrated. Whereas with this, I don't feel nearly as dehydrated or as lethargic as I would normally. So it's pretty cool. And I'm hoping to rock and roll with that, especially just because I've been lifting pretty hard lately too. I had a fucking gnarly ice day today. Gnarly. Dude, my fucking trainer made me do fucking 10 minutes of lunges. 10 lunges. Yeah. Just to fucking get my mental stuff, right? It's crazy.
I don't want to do 10 minutes of lunges.
And now I feel fucking amazing after going in that. I did the IR sauna after I did my workout today. And it's some dope shit. Dope stuff. So I'm playing around with fucking biohacking, life hacking shit, motherfuckers.
I've been trying to fix my squat for like a while, like a year, and it still sucks. Still try to get my ass to the grass type. Like I filmed myself yesterday. I thought I was getting so low. I was like, fuck, it's just parallel. I was like, God damn it.
To be honest here, I'll tell you this, because I was an ass to the grass kind of guy because I was an Olympic lifter for some time. Getting your hamstrings way too involved in the squat, and it actually ends up turning off your glutes and fucking up your posture. So you're really, as far as the squat is concerned, you're really better off just maintaining. You're really better off just maintaining having it be a glute and quad focused squat, which is like right at parallel. Yeah, that's what I've seen.
Okay.
That's my on it. Especially after fucking being able to clean and jerk fucking, well, I think my heaviest clean was 86 clean. My heaviest jerk was like 447. And my heaviest snatch was like 300. And that's getting rock. That's getting fucking down. You know what I mean? Like your ass. Anyway, it's 4:04, my man. I know you got to get the kiddos to teach them to do some kung fu fighting. Why are you looking at me like you're perplexed? You fucking guy.
Ready to go.
Huh?
Ready to go.
You ready to go? Yeah. You had like a thought there for a little bit that was like, huh? Like you had something to add?
Nothing important. Just it's holiday season. Don't get too fat. Don't use it as an excuse to be complacent. Don't get slaughtered like the bird you're going to be eating.
Oh yeah, it's a good word. Yeah, guys. Be disciplined, especially after. Like, here's the thing: have fun tomorrow. Don't go too far overboard. Afterwards, get back on track.
Give thanks and gratitude to the things you're thankful for.
Yep.
Be happy that we're alive. Not everybody is.
All right, gents. Well, that's gonna do it for today. Join us live. I promise you, by Saturday, we're gonna try to use StreamYards again, but hopefully, we'll get this stuff figured out for our audio. John, your audio, by the way, too, is having the same issue as mine.
Is it really?
Yeah. If you listen to this afterwards, you're gonna hear that it's not the same as normal. Like your microphone isn't picking up. You gotta figure it out.
Son of a gun.
You got to go in there too, and you got to mess around with the settings to figure out how to get that fixed. Anyway, all right, gents. I will see you, John and I, at 9:30 Saturday. All right.
All righty.
Adios.
Laters.